Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. Move my fingers out of the way. There we go. Hi Tish and hi Laurie. All right, so there's been a there's been a setback this morning. My gimbal's dead, and I don't know why. I have had the same gimbal for the last 4 years, so yeah, I've done pretty well. So maybe it's finally decided that, yeah, I think so, Tish. I think it's gimbal RIP. So I'm holding the camera. It's freezing as well. We've had a sudden Arctic burst come through this morning. How do I hold this camera so that, yeah, I think I can do that. Okay. I can see that there's 5 of you here. Hi, g'day, Sarah. So I'm not going to stay on this morning because my gimbal is dead, and I just really wanted to show you what we're looking at. Also, the signal is pretty poor. But we're at Redhead Beach, okay. And I'm going to see if I can zoom in while I'm holding this in my hand. There we go. So this is called Redhead. It's just past sunrise, so we're about 10 minutes after sunrise. And we've got this beautiful headland called Redhead. And I'm trying not to jerk the camera as I move. I'm holding it in my hand. Thanks, Laurie, for the feedback. This is about as far as I can move from this spot. I get 2 bars here, but if I walk down onto the beach, I get down to 1 bar. So, all right, I'm going to zoom out. This is the main feature of Redhead Beach here. So this is the shark observation tower, and I think it's the only one left in New South Wales. They used to be scattered all along the coast. It's not jerky. Oh, that's good. Looks jerky to me. So, and I don't have the microphone plugged in because I'm holding it by hand as well. But this is the shark tower, and I think it dated from, what was it, the 1940s, was it? 1930s it dates from. This is the last one left in New South Wales. And let's have a look, scroll down along the beach. I tell you, my hands are freezing. Okay, I'm going to zoom out again. Tish said hi, Richard. I think he's just wandered off. Okay, let's have a little slow scroll just along here. So the challenges I faced this morning are I'm giving up on StreamYard, so I've gone live directly from YouTube, and so that was a challenge doing that, because I never know whether I'm going to go portrait or landscape the way the settings are on YouTube. It's really tricky to figure out. So it looks like I've been successful there, which is good. That's a result. When you laugh, it jiggles a bit. Okay, I'll try not to laugh. I'll try not to laugh. Richard's tapping me on the shoulder. Yeah, but I'm moving. Hi, Annette. Annette's arrived. So well done, Annette. I was just explaining that my gimbal died, Annette, and I'm hand holding it, so I'm not going to stay on long. I just really wanted to show everyone where I am, and I can actually situate the camera in one of these beach watch stands, but I'm not going to stay there, just standing there. What I will do is I'm going to walk slowly around the other side of the surf club building. Let's just zoom out. There's a mural on the other side of this building, but I know that the signal's going to dip to 1 bar when I get around there. So we'll try and see if I can get, let's try and see if we can get the, there's one brave soul heading for the sea. Oh, I thought you didn't recommend Chloe, Annette. Hi, Abe. G'day. There's 4 surfers out there that I can see. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. Where are they? There they are. So there's 4 surfers out there. And I thought I saw another one. Oh yeah, there's one on a wave over here. There's two over here. There we go. So there's the surface there, and the beautiful look at the waves, the sun glowing on the waves over here at the moment. Anyway, because I'm hand holding, I really need to be careful about how I move the camera. Abe, I was just explaining my gimbal died, so it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful, but we have a not ideal signal here. She's a cheeky monkey. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and invest in a new one, I think. Look, bear with me. I'm just going to try and see if I can get around this side of the building. The signal might dip, but I want to show you the mural if I can get there. If the signal will allow me to, I want to show you the mural around here. Where are we? There's people heading down the beach. It is so cold. They are very brave. Burial is later today, says Tish. Look, I'm going to have one more shot at trying to charge her up again when I get home, but yeah. Okay, so first of all, we've got all this, which is lovely. But the sand, the wind is blowing the sand right across the car park here. Look at this. Slip, slop, slap, reduce, reuse, recycle, all along here. And there's beach scenes along the wall there. Look, this person's signalling for help, I think. But what I want to show you is behind me, and that's this one here. Have I still got a signal, guys? Are you all still with me? And this is the surf club building, and we've got a restaurant upstairs and a cafe downstairs that's just opened, but it's too bloody cold. We're going to go find a cafe that's actually not outdoors. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, so I've been going. I apologise, everyone, but I can't do this with handheld. It's just not workable. So one last look out at the sea. Yeah, the mural sky does match, doesn't it? Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to have one last look out over the sea, and then I'm going to finish up, guys, because this just is not practical. So walking really slowly, trying not to be jerky. We'll have one last look at the shark tower. And Abe says, definitely appreciate this stream. I know it is, the comment just faded. That's the weird thing about doing YouTube direct, is the comments fade off the screen if you're not quick. Hard to handhold your phone during a stream. Yeah, it sure is. Richard's making hand signals at me, and I don't know what he's talking about, but he's saying I should leave the camera positioned on the beach watch stand and just sort of walk away from it. Yeah, we'll come back in half an hour. You could just sit and watch the beach, and I'll go have a coffee. See, this is what he's suggesting. He's suggesting that I should just position the camera here. Let's see, what does this look like? Let's see, what is this? This is it's like a citizen saying I should just pop the camera here and just leave you guys to it. You know, I should just walk away. But that's the least interesting part of the beach. Look at it. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. That's the least interesting part of the beach. Here we are, back at the shark tower. And back at the headland. Laurie says, I'm okay with that. Laurie, did you catch the video I uploaded of 25 minutes of just watching the sea? It was down at Nobby's Beach, and I uploaded. It was beautiful. Sunrise, early morning. Go have your coffee and get warm, says Annette. Yeah, we're going to do that in a second. So here we go. Here's a picture of the shark tower. the Redhead Beach Shark Tower. Kintarabin must be the Aboriginal name, I guess. It says in 1922, the Surf Life Saving Association instructed all surf life saving clubs to provide an observation tower for spotting sharks. So that's what this is. And there's even a QR code there if you need. Oh, what's up, fella? Oh, he must have been left. Did Daddy go out to sea? Did he go out in the surf and leave you? Oh. Oh. Where is he? Where is he? Is he out there? All right, I'm going to zoom in one last time. Over here, look at that. There we go. All right, I'm going to finish up there, guys. Let's turn the camera around one last time. I will. There. Okay. You're all right. Here we go. We're going to go. We're going to leave you. I'm going to go and figure out what's going wrong with my gimbal, and then we're going to have a coffee. And I'll see you next time. Ah, gee, we're missing some gorgeous waves over there. Sorry. There. Look at that. Just with the sun catching the waves, tops of the waves over there. Let's see. There, look at that. Okay, thanks everyone. And yeah, we're gonna go and have a coffee and warm up. It's freezing. Bye everybody. Zoom in one last time. Ciao for now.